After watching this video, you're going to know exactly when a man is emotionally attracted to you or is just physical attraction. When it comes to dating, physical attraction is, of course, important. We all know men are visual creatures, and they first have to have that physical attraction to go and approach a woman, to want to strike a conversation and take it from there. But it's never the physical attraction that makes a man want to pursue a long-term relationship, a meaningful relationship, a relationship that would lead to a serious commitment to marriage. It's only the emotional connection. Otherwise, why do we have so many beautiful women out there that they're still struggling to have a man commit to them? It's because they have the looks, but they have not created the emotional connection that is needed in order for a man to want to continue the relationship to the next level. And today in this video, I'm going to be giving you 7 clear signs for you to look out for, and then you know that he's actually emotionally attracted to you and it's not just physical. So let's dive in. Before we get to the tips, let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Shahrzad. I'm a certified dating and relationship coach, and since 2017, I have helped hundreds of women to find the love of their lives and create relationships that are fulfilling, passionate, and everything that they've ever wanted. I teach these things based on my own experience of struggling in love and relationships for so long until I met the love of my life, and we've been together for the last 11 years, and I've helped hundreds of women to do the same. So make sure that you listen all the way to the end, because tip number 7 is the deal maker. Sign number 1, he plans public dates, not just come over calls. When a man is genuinely emotionally interested in you, he wants to spend quality time with you, and he also wants to experience things with you. Men love experiences. Majority of men, they love sports, right? They love things that makes them feel excited. And when he wants to share that with you, you know that there is emotional connection. I'll never forget it. One of the first dates that me and my husband had was when he took me to a Raptors game, our basketball team. He loves basketball. There's nothing like basketball that makes him so passionate. So when he took me to that game and I saw him in his element and his excitement and his passion, it made me so happy. And we had the time of our life. And that's when I knew that he's sharing something with me that he could be sharing it with his guy friends, or it didn't have to be me. But the fact that he took me to that game and we had that really fun experience, it made our bond so much stronger. And I knew that this is not just about a physical attraction, but he actually wants to share things with me, experience things with me that are very special. So you want to look for that, and not just come over tonight, those kind of calls. Those are the type of dates that he just wants to get you into his house because of physical attraction, and there is not really that much of an emotional connection, or at least not yet. Him experiencing things with you is going to make him so emotionally connected, but so does sign number 2, which is he wants to solve your problems. Now, this isn't about him trying to save you or fix you, but a healthy masculine energy man, when he is emotionally interested in a woman, he wants to be of service. He wants to make a difference in your life. He knows you can do it. He knows you can take care of yourself, but he still wants to offer a solution and help because that makes him feel valuable in the relationship. So, for example, let's say your car has broken down. He would be the one looking up the mechanics, local mechanics, or maybe he could do it, or he could give you a ride. One thing or another he wants to do in order to make your life a little easier and add value to your life. He's never going to brush it off. If a man is not emotionally attracted to you, yeah, he's going to be like, okay, well, when your car is fixed, let's do something. Or can't you take an Uber? You see the difference? That's a man who's thinking about himself and convenience for him, and he's not thinking about you. But a man who's emotionally connected, 100%, he's gonna want to offer a solution, solve your problem, add something of value to your life. And that shows, that's a clear sign of a man who is emotionally connected to you and is attracted to you. Before we move to sign number 3, make sure that you've subscribed to my channel and like this video. I upload weekly videos like this to help you find the love of your life, get the commitment that you've always wanted, and have happy, healthy, harmonious relationships. So make sure that you've subscribed. And now to point sign number 3. He respects your boundaries and keeps pursuing you. When a man is emotionally invested in you, he's not going to be derailed by your boundaries. If you're wanting to move at a certain pace that is not as fast as his, if you're not ready for the next steps of physical intimacy, for example, he's going to respect you. Now, if he's only there for physical attraction, of course he's going to be upset by it, and of course he's going to want to stop seeing you, because that's all he wanted anyways, that's all there was to it anyways. But a man who's emotionally attracted to you, his heart is on the line. He's not going to want to stop seeing you just because you're not going as fast as he would like you to. In fact, to be honest with you, he's going to respect you a lot more. When a woman respects herself and loves herself, honors herself, and says, no, this is not something that I'm ready for, it makes her a lot more valuable in a man's eye, because the way that she's treating herself is setting the standard with how she wants to be treated. So not only it's going to make him feel disheartened, but it actually grows his emotional attraction for her, because he sees a woman that loves herself, values herself, and so he is going to offer her the same thing. So express your boundaries and see how he responds to it. If he responds positively, then you know that he's emotionally invested. If he gets mad at you or tries to push you, then you know it's just physical attraction. So a man who is honoring your boundaries is a clear sign of him being emotionally invested, and so is sign number 4, which is he wants to know your values and your dreams. When a man is emotionally attracted, he's picturing a future with you. And for a man to picture a future with you, he has to know what are your values. He has to know what are your dreams. So he's going to ask about them. He's going to want to know about them. He's going to want to see that if your values and his values align, so that he can move the relationship forward with you. If he's only physically attracted to you, he doesn't care. He wouldn't care what are your big goals, what are your dreams, what are the things that matter to you the most. How do you want to raise your kids? Do you want to have kids? Do you want to get married? What are your views when it comes to things, finances, for example, things that matter in a long-term relationship? So he's going to ask you those questions. He's going to pay attention to those questions. He wants to see that what are your ambitions? What are your dreams? He's gonna want to know them. So this is something that women sometimes struggle with, and they say that he doesn't ask me any questions, and he's only like, it feels like he's on an interview. On a first date, when a man is not emotionally connected to you, that makes sense, because on that first date he's trying to actually impress you. So he's doing a lot of talking, and may not ask a lot of questions because he feels nervous and he wants you to like him. But you really want to pay attention as you keep on seeing him, that he is interested in what you have to say, what your dreams and values are, so he can see whether or not they align with his, and so he can picture a future with you. So pay attention to that. Is he really listening? Is he engaging in that conversation when you're sharing about your dreams of traveling or starting your own business, or about marriage and finances and things? Is he being attentive and perhaps asking even more questions and sharing his values? Or it's all surface level and it doesn't matter to him? You know the energy. You know when a man is just nodding along and saying yes, or not really being in the conversation. But when you know he's engaging and he's intrigued and interested, that's when you know he's emotionally attracted to you. The next sign that I'm going to give you is a clear sign that he's emotionally interested in you. And that is number 5. He introduces you to his friends and family. You're not a secret. He's not trying to hide you. If he's emotionally interested in you, he wants to see how you fit in with the people that are important to him. He wants to see that if he has the standards, hopefully he does, that the woman that I'm with, does she respect my parents? Does she get along with my friends? Can she loosen up and have a good time? And these are the things that matter to him. So if he is emotionally invested, he wants to picture a future with you. In order for him to picture a future with you, he has to see how it's going to work out. If it's only physical attraction, he's not going to care. This is when you know he's trying to keep you a secret. He is, if you're going out and he's taking a picture of it for his social media, it's only him, it's only food. He doesn't want to show you, and he's definitely not going out of his way to introduce you to his family and friends. When I was dating my husband, it was within the first 2 months that I met all of his friends in a Christmas party and I met his mom. And that told me clearly that if I didn't matter to him, if there was no emotional connection, he wouldn't have bothered. So pay attention. Is he keeping you a secret? That's physical attraction. Is he trying to move things along and introduce you to his friends and family? That's a sign of a man who is emotionally connected. This next line is going to distinguish between a man who is only there for physical attraction and chemistry, or a man who is emotionally connected and attracted to you. Sign number 6, his interest and presence stay steady over time. They don't fizzle out. He does not stop pursuing you. He doesn't stop wanting to see you, talk to you. He doesn't want to stop getting to know you. It stays steady. If you've been there, you know what it's like. A man comes on really strongly at the beginning, and after the first few dates, it dies down. Things start to slow down. That's a man who is there for the spark, for the chemistry, for the physical stuff, not because of emotional connection. He might not even have the capacity to have an emotional connection with you. He's just there to have a good time. So when you see that sign, instead of trying to work hard to get him to see you more, and spend time with you, just see it for what it is and know that there was no emotional connection, and you want a man who wants to have an emotional connection with you. So just keep that in mind. A man who is emotionally invested, interested, he is going to stay steady. In fact, for me personally, things with my husband just kept getting better and better and better, because at the beginning he didn't really know me, but as he got to know me, he started to want to see me more, want to spend more time with me, because we were developing emotional connection. So not only stays it steady, but it actually gets better and better over time. It does not fizzle out. If it does fizzle out, it's just physical attraction. These 6 signs that I've given you are so important, but number 7 is the deal maker, like I told you. So pay extra attention to it. Number 7, he wants to keep the relationship moving forward. When a man is emotionally attracted, the more time goes by, the more he wants to build a future with you. Things get more real with you. He wants to start planning for the future. He's going to talk about exclusivity. He's going to talk about the future. It's going to be more about we as opposed to I. When he's sharing his dreams, you pay attention that he's talking about we, not about just I. If you've been seeing a guy for more than 2 3 months, that is a sign that you need to be looking out for, that he's actually seeing a future with you. And it will become very clear in the way that he's talking, in the way that he's acting. You will hear him say that he's saving money for buying the house for the two of you, or he's thinking about when you move in. These are the things that are clear signs that he is envisioning a future with you, and you don't want to hear that from date number 1, by the way. That is a sign of a man who is, again, trying to get you into bed by telling you the things that you might want to hear. But over time, as he's developing this emotional attraction and connections with you, he is going to picture a future with you. You're going to be a part of his vision. He's going to be speaking about those visions to you, and it becomes a clear sign. And like I said, he wants to make things official with you. He wants you to be exclusive with him. He wants to know, when do you think that you want to get married? All of these things become super important to him, and he's going to voice them. And you don't want to ignore the guy that is talking about when he is going to go on this trip next year by himself, and he wants to change jobs and maybe move to another city. There is no we in it. He's just talking about himself. And that's a clear sign of a man who's not emotionally attracted to you. These 7 signs are clear indications of a man who is emotionally attracted to you, and it's not just physical attraction for him. So, if you actually want to learn how to create emotional attraction, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to create that content for you. Also, make sure that you watch the video 5 surprising things that men look for in women. That is also going to help you with that. But I cannot wait to see you on the next video.